Welcome everyone to the channel of Mathematics of Grade 12. Let's see today what we are going to do. Today we will be again doing the matrix chapter. Today we are going to complete chapter 5. Now let's see what is the discussion topic for today. So today we are going to discuss transpose of matrix, and we will see the properties of transpose of matrices. So first let us see what is transpose of matrix. So a transpose of matrix is defined as, let us think there is a matrix A which is of m into n order. Then the matrix obtained by interchanging the rows and column of A is called the transpose of A. That means the row is made as column and the column is made as a row is called transpose of matrix. In other way we can see, we denote transpose of matrix by writing a single column, or we can write T at the top to denote the transpose of matrix A. In other words, what we can say, if A is equal to Aij, where A is m into n matrix, then A dash, that is transpose of A, will be Aj. See, remember, this is J and this is I, and this will be n into m matrix. That means the row will become column and the column will become row of the matrix. Let us see with an example. Suppose this A is a matrix which is 3 into 3. So if we transpose it, it becomes like that. Now see what has happened. What are the things that we have done? So let us see. See, you can see that the first column has become the first row. Compare the element. 2, 5, 7. Similar way, let us see, the second column has become the second row. And the third column has become the third row. In other words, we can also say the first row will become first column, the second row will become second column, and the third row will become third column of transposed matrix. So this is simple phenomenon, or we can say simple way of transposing a matrix. Now as we have seen the to transpose a matrix, let us see some properties of transpose of matrices. That means if we transpose of a matrix and again transpose of that matrix is again the same matrix that it was original. That means transpose of A and transpose of the same is becoming the same matrix again. Next, if we multiply a scalar by a matrix and then transpose it, it is same as we multiply the scalar by transpose of that particular matrix. The third, if we add two matrices and transpose it, it is same as we first transpose two matrices and then sum it. Similarly, product of transpose of two matrices is equal to transpose of product of two matrices. Again, let me see, product of transpose of two matrices is equal to transpose of product of two matrices. Let us see one by one. Let us, here we have a matrix A, then if we transpose it, it become, now how it is transposed, you can see easily, the columns are becoming the rows. Now here it is transpose of A. Now if we transpose it again, what happens? Check it out. Again you see what is happening. So here you see that this row is becoming column, and this row is becoming this column, and again this and this column, this and this column are same. That means if we are transposing a matrix again, transposing that again, then we are getting the original matrix again. So this is the matrix A here, you can see clearly. Again let us verify the second one. So let us again the same matrix A. So that implements says that let us there is a matrix A and we are multiplying it by a scalar say K. So as per the properties of multiplication of a scalar, we know that if we multiply a scalar with a matrix, that means we are multiplying that scalar with each and every element of that matrix. That is the same you can see here. We are multiplying K with each and every elements you can check. 3 K3, then here it 2 become K2, 8 become K8, 10 become K10, 7 become K7, 1 became K1. So here what we have done, we have just find the scalar multiplication and we have found K that was required over here. Now we will have to transpose it. Now if we transport this particular matrix, what we are getting? Before transposition, what we have done, we have again got the transpose of this one. If we transpose this matrix, we are getting this particular matrix. Now it is very easy, we have done it just earlier. Row number 1 becoming the column number 1, row number 2 becoming column number 2, row number 3 becoming column number 3. So the matrix A, we have got transpose of A here. Next, we have transposed the scalar multiplication of A. So we are getting this particular matrix. Check it out. This matrix is transpose of this matrix. You can see clearly. Row 1, column 1, row 2, column 2, row 3, column 3. Again, this is same as we have seen earlier, that if we are just doing the reverse of this one here. Whatever we have done here, we are doing the same reverse here, as we know the properties of scalar multiplication. So now if you compare this one and this one, so both matrices, these and these are so same. So we can write this one as, and so we have verified that this particular properties of transpose of matrix. Now let us verify the third one. That means transpose of sum of two matrices is equal to sum of transpose of two matrices. So let us take first two matrices. We have got two matrices. So we have first obtain A plus B. So how we have got A plus B? Let us recall again. 3 plus 5, that is 8. 2 plus 1, that is 3. Similarly, we have got 2, 6, that is 8. 4 and 3, that is 7. 7 and 2, that is 9. 1 and 5, that is 6. So we have added two matrices. So and we know how to add two matrices. There is no confusion in that. Next, we have transposed the matrix from A to A dash. Now here we again the column becoming the row. This column is becoming again the row number 2. Similarly, B is also transposed. Here we not need much clarification. Now We have got A plus B, and if we transpose it, we are getting the things. This column is obtained by converting this column into row. Similarly, if we convert this column into second column into second row, first column, first row, second column, second row. So we have transposed the matrix A plus B. So this is transpose of sum of two matrix. Let me clear the ink again. Now, as we have already obtained transpose of both matrix separately, and if we add 2, what we are getting? 3 plus 5, 8. 2 plus 6, again 8. 7 plus 2 is 9. Again 2 plus 1 is 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. 1 plus 5 is 6. I think it is quite clear how we have obtained. So now if we see that this and this both are equal, what we were verifying. So just remember that if we add two matrices and find their transpose is same as we first transpose two matrices separately and then add it. Both are the same thing. So we can do any process whatever we like. And there is 4 properties. I am leaving it to reviewer to practice and try for that one using the same type of example by taking two matrices and do the thing. So what we have discussed today? We have discussed today transpose of a matrix and properties of transpose of matrices. I think this particular session is very helpful for you. With that, I am ending this particular session. Thank you for watching this.